Hello, children. Time for a reading. I feel super charged silliness today. Uh, 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 a very silly, fun energy. I'm feeling this sacrally otter vibes. What's the message? 10 of Swords. Ooh, chow. Yeah, okay, listen. We're ending this. We're ending this. Because the Ten of Swords talks about a lot of pain, talks about a lot of trauma. It talks about a painful ending, but it's an ending. So, an ending nonetheless. And you're moving through that. You're done with that bullshit. Got the devil on the bottom of the deck. Okay. Yeah, you've been chained up. You've been chained up. And we're done with that. We're over that. Knight of Wands reverse. Knight of Wands reverse. Okay, so, I see, okay. We may have been dealing with a toxic masculine, a very immature masculine figure here. An immature, impulsive person who was not kind to you. Not someone who was kind, not somebody who was very nice. I think we can kind of fill in the blanks for ourselves there. I have dealt with some not so nice masculine figures in my life. It doesn't even have to be in a romantic context. It can be like work, it can be family, and yeah, especially if you are somebody who is more of the feminine nature or somebody who identifies as a more feminine energy regardless of gender, or like to be in your feminine, that type of energy can be extremely destructive and extremely harmful. So yeah, if you're in that energy, what I'm seeing here is that there's, judgment. Okay, judgment, healing. There's healing here. You're healing. And also with judgment, the vibe I get on that is like, there's going to be judgment, like actions have consequences. All actions have consequences. And so with this energy here, I'm seeing that there's healing in the form of, well, yourself. Again, you're ending this cycle, processing those emotions, releasing all of those emotions, having some fun maybe too, especially if this is over. Have some fun, let yourself let loose. But also know that karma's a real thing, and you don't even have to do anything. It's coming in fast, 8 of Wands here. You don't even have to do anything, but in all of life, there's always a natural balance at play here, right? The scales must balance themselves out, energetically speaking. So all you have to do is focus on your healing. That's what I'm getting here. Yes, focus on your healing. Let go of this situation. If you're in this situation still, and it's complicated to get out of because these can be very complicated situations, focus on your energy, your healing, and let the actions that need to happen flow from that space, not from a space of anxiety and fear, as hard as that can be, but from a space of judgment, meaning the judgment card, healing. What else? What else wants to come through here, Spirit? This is like, I was getting this fun, silly, goofy energy, but this is some heavy energy here. Yeah, the Chariot, oh my God, the Chariot and 5 of Coins. You've been through it. But I'm not talking to somebody who is just, I'm not talking to the weak. I'm not talking to the weak. I'm talking to someone who's strong. You've been through it. You have moved forward, pushed through a cycle of difficulty, heavy, like poverty, in whatever form, loss, like you've been through hell, essentially, is what I'm getting from this. But you have like guided the Chariot. You've been the person like pulling the weight. That's what I'm getting, essentially. You've been pulling the weight. But that time's over. It's over. I don't like what this person did to you. I don't like what happens to you here, but you're stronger for it. You're much stronger for it. It's made you the Queen of Swords. Okay, so this is taking a different turn now. I'm talking to people who, you know how to cut a bitch now. In the best way. In the best way. You know how to say it like it is. You know how to, get all the facts straight. You know how to get all the... You know how to swing that sword. And you know how to use it to cut something off when it needs to be cut off, is what I'm getting here. You've matured through this cycle. That was the purpose of it, was to show you your strength. Maybe this is somebody you did not think you were before, but you are. And now you will not be fooled in the same way. You are more discerning. You see things from a higher perspective now. That air energy of the Queen of Swords. I get Aquarius from her. You see things from that bird's eye view, and now you know. Nine of Cups. This is what you get. This is what you get now. A cycle of this. Joy. Beauty. Look how happy he is with all his cups. Abundance. You got it. That's what you get. Feel it in my heart. There's been a lot of grief. You've been through a lot of grief. You've been through a lot of turmoil, a lot of difficulty here. But you're not weak. You're far from it. And life is just beginning for you now. You may feel you've lost a lot. And it can be hard to hear, oh, there's a new beginning. There's a new cycle on the horizon. But it's like... yeah, you have options. Two of Wands here on the bottom of the deck. You have these choices. You have these options in your hand now. You have this ability to choose. Freedom to choose. The freedom to choose, yeah. Or the choice is yours. If you're still stuck in this cycle, the choice is always yours. As hard as that can be. It might look hard on the surface. I've been through these hard cycles, by the way, just so you know. That's why I'm reading this and I'm like, I know what you've been through. I know what you've been through. I don't know exactly what you've been through, but I know the vibe. Knight of Swords. Fast movement. Forward. In a logical, rational, mental sense. Three of Wands. What I'm getting from that is whatever the situation was, they may try to come back in here and try to win your favor over for whatever reason, because you've become this Queen of Swords and the Knight is coming like, oh, please. But you're this queen and you're like, I'm not having that. That's the immature Swords energy, right? Queen of Swords wants the King of Swords, not the Knight. The Knight has a lot to learn, and you've graduated beyond that Knight. So if that Knight's coming back in, trying to, do anything with you, you gotta be like, again, use that sword discerningly, because you know how. I have a minute left of this reading. What else we got? We got Page of Swords. Seven of Pentacles. Man, what I'm getting here is like this energy may have blocked you from moving forward in your like material realm, like finances, work, whatever you've been working on, man. Yeah. Five of Swords. Yeah, unfair play. Nah, we don't like this energy. We don't like it. Yeah, swing that sword. You use that sword. Oh my gosh, this is funny. Yeah, Justice. Okay, yeah. Libra, the scales are balancing. You got this. You got this. And justice is being served. So don't you worry. You just sit up here in your throne as the queen. And you don't let anyone take you off. All right. That's your reading. I love you very much. Take care.